What's happening, my brother?
What's going on, dude?
Nothing, brother. Waiting on you. I'm so happy you fucking called, Kent. I love you with all my heart. That's all I wanted to tell you. You know, I don't know how many fucking 100,000 of people listen to this show, Kent, and they've heard the story over the years, and I just wanted to call for you to tell you how sorry I am and how bad I felt about that all these years, and I'm happy that you're still around and you're kicking ass. That's it.
Right on, brother. Right on.
It was 26 years ago, and I know it was a bad day for you, and it was all from addiction, Kent. That's it. And I talk about it.
Totally.
It was all an addiction thing. It wasn't because I was a bad person. It wasn't like I kept doing it. I basically never got in fucking trouble again, Kent. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm just really sorry how I acted that day, and I'm sorry how things went down. Beside that, how
You
are
know
you,
what?
my friend?
No, it's all good, man. You're forgiven.
I love you, brother. And that's it. What's been going on in your life since then? Talk to me about what the fuck has happened the last 26 years since I saw you.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy, man. You know, I kept on with that addiction bullshit for a while, man, and I ended up going to prison a couple times, man, and it was just ugly, man. You know, it came to a point where I was tired of getting what I was getting, and had to change some things, man. I didn't want to wear orange the rest of my fucking life.
Yeah, it's somebody taking your freedom over that fucking powder is just ridiculous. And you know, Kent, I didn't learn my lesson. I just been clean for this month is 7 years. Oh my God, it was 7 years on Friday.
Right
So,
on, man.
so it was 7
Right.
years that I've been sober from cocaine, man. You know, it took me for the age of 44 or something like that, you know, and now I feel a lot better. And Kent, I gotta be honest with you, I thought about you every fucking day, man. Every time I get on stage, I think about you. I was always, when I found you on Facebook, I was happy that you were alive. You know, I knew you had your problems. How long have you been clean for now?
You know, I've been off of that shit for probably about 8 years now. You know, you know, I don't drink that much at all ever. You know, I just I partake in the bud. You know, the edibles and all the great things that are going on with that these days, and you know, I'm a little banged up, so it is medicinal for me. You know, I don't have to eat handfuls of Advil. I can just you know, partake in a little medicine, and I'm good.
And what kind of work are you doing now?
You know, I'm a sustainability manager for a big manufacturer out here in Tucson. We sell windows and skylights and solar tubes all over the world, man. And I turn it into a zero waste facility, and now I'm getting ready to put a bunch of solar on one of our big buildings, and just trying to set the bar for manufacturing as far as sustainability. Trying to, you know, do the right thing, man. We're trashing the planet, and it's got to change, and just trying to do my part, man. I enjoy it. I was in banking for 20 years, man, and then that whole banking thing hit the fan, about 3-4 years ago? Lost everything, lost over $1.5 million worth of real estate equity. Just got a really bad taste in my mouth, and so now I do something that I enjoy, man. You know?
You miss selling cars on 28th Street in Boulder. You ever think of those days? Yeah.
That was some crazy shit, man. Oh, remember Peter Pinto and the Reverend Wayne Means?
Yeah, I talked to Wayne Means about 5 years ago. Like I said, he was still back in Gebhardt. Maybe even 3 years ago. The guy that the other day it made me laugh because I was talking to you on the phone. I called you Veluch. You know who used to call you Veluch?
Ooh.
Carlos Valverde. Remember the guy that went to jail for bank robbery? He had like 9 kids. He was an Italian from Boston. He was from Boston, and at lunchtime he would rob banks while he was selling cars. Him, Norm Ouellette. Remember Norm Ouellette and all those fucking savages?
Yeah, those guys were savages, man. They were.
They were fucking savages, man. We were kids compared to them, Vella. We were kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we were
Yeah,
selling,
we
that
were.
was a fucking heavy duty dealership. I mean, you had to be a good salesman to work at the Subaru store in those days. Wayne Means, the little guy, his son, fucking Jim Wheeler, who I kept in touch with for years after that. It was really a fucking experience. And I'll tell you what, man, half the shit I learned from those years, I apply today in my regular life.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. This stuff you talk about, stability, and that you're doing now, this management position you got, this probably started with what you learned on the line, man.
Yeah, man. I learned a lot selling cars, man. It was a trip, dude. It was a fucking trip, man.
Oh my God! I
I
still remember you saying to me, "Drive me to the liquor store." We would go to the liquor store at lunchtime or something while we were selling cars, and we'd get like a bottle of something. I remember that's
yeah,
how
we
lunchtime.
get a bottle of vodka and a fucking fruit punch and spike the fruit punch and drink all day and do lines at the fucking car dealership.
It was fucking so much fun. I remember we used to take the Coke bindles and empty them and put them on the floor by Wayne Means, and he would find them and he would go nuts. He would pick them up. He would go nuts. And then we would get cotton balls and put vinegar on them and put them around his desk, and he would come in and go, somebody's playing with vinegar again. He would get in his car and go home. He hated the smell of fucking vinegar. And Peter Pinto, that fucking thief, oh my God. Those guys were fucking thieves. They were robbing our fucking Subaru money. You know who did good after that, Kent Vella, who still made millions? Rick Visser.
Rick Visser, the principal.
Rick Visser was a high school principal who quit to sell cars, and he became a fucking millionaire from selling cars, dog. He had this velvet hammer and John Karabatsis. I saw John years later in Arizona at a restaurant one night. It's a small fucking world. Velucci, I'm happy you called today, brother. It means the world to me. I wanted you to do this for a long time, to just straighten out the air and let everybody know how I felt. It wasn't a proud day for me. You know, somehow or another worked itself out.
I'm glad you're still alive. I'm glad you're straightening out your life. You got a beautiful baby, you know?
Yeah, that's all we could do, man. And I had a baby in Boulder. You know, I had a daughter in Boulder after I got out, and I fucked that up, you know, with the wife. I fucked that whole thing up with the blow and the bullshit. So I got into comedy, and this is where it led me, fucking Kent. So at the same breath.
Hey, man, if I'm ever out in L.A., brother, I'll look you out.
Okay, and if I'm down there in Tucson, I'm going to look you up. I like to buy you lunch and talk and give you a hug and tell you I love you. All right, my man?
You do that. I love you too, big guy. You take care of yourself.
You take care. We'll be in touch.
All right, brother.
Bye. So what do you think of that, Lee Sayat?
That's crazy.
You dirty fucking bitch. We did it.
That is crazy.
We did it. We did it. I'm so fucking happy now, and I'm so happy that you people from the church heard this shit today live. That I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. I feel like crying, but I can't.
What did it feel like when he said, like, you're forgiven? Like, he didn't even think about it? And
No, he thought about it, dog. You had to think about it. You had to think about this because, but if you're a human being, you live your life and you say, you know what, this is not going to happen again. And he said it. We never learned. We didn't learn. He just been clean 8 years. I've been clean 7 years. Nobody ever fucking learned that lesson. You have to get it out of your system. And I'm happy I fucking got it out of my system, dog. I'm really happy. And I know I get a lot of emails from young kids that are doing drugs and whatever. You know what, man? I'm not going to fucking sit here and tell you to get off them because you're not. 20,000 people told me to get off them. I told them, I'll suck my dick. Fuck you, old man. That's what I am. I'm a fucking old man. But you know what? In time, I want you to quit on your own. Just one day when you've had your fill, when you had that first mishap. I never want that day to happen because, see, my mishap was a bad mishap that could have been worse.
Yeah.
A bullet could have gone off. What if we were driving and I was high and I killed the old couple that was crossing the street? You know, when I drive here at night, there's a bus stop. And there's people always at that bus stop. I don't see them. And one night, about a month ago, I was driving and I said to myself, what if I was coked up driving home now? And I ran over these people. Something bad was going to happen to wake me up. And something bad always happens to wake everybody up who does drugs. The extent of it is what we can't control. Why go there? Why go there? It could be you falling down the stairs drunk and getting a couple stitches and having a black eye, or somebody ODing at your fucking house, or you kidnapping a motherfucker. Anything could fucking happen. So, you know, I hope everybody learned something from this. I'm never going to goof on this subject again on Twitter or nothing. And it's so funny because the people love it on Facebook. I got like 600 fucking likes. I can't believe that